In a story that has shaken social media, reality TV circles, and hip-hop commentary pages, sources online claim the Frost family is now facing the darkest chapter in their history. What began as an alleged domestic violence situation involving Rasheeda's daughter has spiraled into a federal investigation, leaked audio, surveillance footage, and accusations so intense that fans don't know what or who to believe. According to online reports and circulating discussions, Rasheeda's son, Kirk Frost, is allegedly being linked to the shocking death of Atlanta rapper T-Hood. Some outlets claim the FBI has even issued a warrant connected to the case, though details remain murky, unconfirmed, and heavily debated. Tonight, we break down the alleged, reported, and speculated details of a story that has turned the Frost family from reality TV royalty into the center of a tragedy the internet can't stop talking about. For years, Rasheeda and Kirk Frost maintained one unwritten rule: the kids stay out of the drama. But according to claims circulating online, this time was different. Reports say the incident began with Rasheeda's daughter, Kelsey, and her allegedly turbulent relationship with rapper T-Hood. Social posts, commentary, and some insiders suggest the relationship had long been described as volatile and concerning. Then came the night that changed everything. According to sources close to the situation, Kelsey allegedly reached out to her brothers in fear, crying, shaken, and possibly injured. Some claim that she told them that T-Hood had allegedly become violent again. Kai and his brother reportedly arrived to check on her. What happened next remains the subject of conflicting reports, witness claims, and leaked conversations. Some versions of the story allege a heated confrontation. Others suggest it escalated too quickly to de-escalate. But one thing is consistent across most online narratives: when the brothers returned later that night, T-Hood didn't survive. Early reports claim there were multiple gunshots. Law enforcement has not publicly confirmed details. Social media exploded. Was it self-defense, a rescue gone wrong, or something far more complicated? Within hours, blogs, live streams, and comment sections were flooded with speculation. T-Hood's family publicly stated, through posts that went viral, that they believed Kelsey played a role in escalating the situation. Some of them claimed she may have set up the confrontation. These are their allegations, not confirmed facts. They alleged the brothers were called intentionally. The situation was manipulated. Evidence was possibly moved. But others online pushed back hard, arguing this was victim blaming and ignoring what they believed was a long pattern of alleged abuse. Then another twist hit. A leaked voice recording, allegedly of Kelsey speaking to someone close to the case, began circulating. In the clip, she reportedly says, "I don't condone that. I didn't want that to happen." Some listeners interpreted her tone as cold. Others said she sounded traumatized. Either way, it divided the internet even further. And behind every headline was Rasheeda, a mother now watching multiple children at the center of a nightmare she never could have imagined. Just when the story seemed impossibly tangled, a video surfaced. A clip that allegedly shows T-Hood being aggressive toward Kelsey days before the incident. The video is shaky and disturbing, and although no official statement confirms its authenticity, it spread across social media within minutes. Suddenly, public opinion shifted. Commentators who were calling the Frosts criminals were now asking, was this a murder? Or a brother trying to protect his sister? But even that question wasn't enough to slow the investigation. Because the legal system doesn't move based on public sympathy. Kai was still reportedly listed as a suspect. The weapon was never publicly confirmed. Witness accounts remained contradictory, and the Frost family's silence only fueled speculation. Meanwhile, Rasheeda, once the queen of controlling her narrative, was now seen breaking down in public. Bloggers claimed she felt blindsided. Others said she was devastated to hear her own children contradict each other in leaked clips. For the first time, the family wasn't fighting critics or castmates. They were fighting for their future. As the investigation deepened, sources close to law enforcement began sharing what they claimed might become the prosecution's angle. According to these reports, investigators are allegedly building a narrative that the confrontation wasn't spontaneous, but a planned retaliation. Some outlets reported that authorities believe Kai and his brother allegedly arrived already heated. The confrontation escalated almost instantly. The weapon used may not have belonged to T-Hood. Someone allegedly wiped down surfaces afterward. Again, these are claims, not confirmed court statements. The most controversial allegation circulating online was that the brothers allegedly returned a second time, which prosecutors might frame as intent rather than self-defense. But the defense? They reportedly have a very different interpretation. According to attorneys connected to the Frost family, the defense team is preparing a counter-narrative built on 1. The history of alleged abuse. Multiple clips, screenshots, and voice notes circulating online allegedly show a pattern of violence from T-Hood toward Kelsey. If authenticated, these could drastically change how a jury views the case. 2. Kelsey's emotional state. Friends close to the family reportedly said Kelsey was terrified. If she truly believed she was in danger, her brother's arrival may be seen as protective, not premeditated. 3. The missing weapon. One rumor claims the gun wasn't theirs. It wasn't planned. If the defense can prove the brothers didn't bring a firearm, the entire theory of intent collapses. 4. Contradictory witnesses. Several alleged witnesses have given conflicting stories online. Some say T-Hood came outside with a weapon. Others claim the brothers were the aggressors. A few say Kelsey tried to break it up. This inconsistency may become a powerful tool for the defense. Just when both sides seemed evenly matched, everything shifted. According to unverified footage circulating online, a surveillance camera from a nearby house allegedly recorded shadows, movements, and what some believe are the muzzle flashes from the moment the tragedy occurred. The footage is grainy. Faces are unclear. The audio is distorted. But what's worrying for the brothers is that the timeline in the video allegedly matches the prosecution's claim that there were two separate confrontations. If this is true, prosecutors may argue. The first argument ended. The brothers left. They later returned. Then the shooting happened. However, legal commentators online argue this footage is too low quality to prove intent. Fans of the Frost family believe the video actually supports self-defense, claiming it looks like T-Hood approached the brothers aggressively. The clip has become one of the most debated pieces of alleged evidence in the entire case. Then came the rumor that shook everything. A blogger known for breaking Atlanta street stories claimed this might not have been a two-person situation. Someone else was there. According to this unverified claim, a third individual may have been present. Possibly a friend, a neighbor, or even someone connected to T-Hood. Some viral threads even suggested this third person may have fired a weapon, not Kai. No official statements confirm this. But the rumor spread so fast that commentators began asking, has the wrong person been accused? If a second suspect existed, the entire case would shift. While the internet argued over evidence, Rasheeda remained silent. Until she wasn't. At a public appearance, she was recorded wiping tears, saying, "This is not what people think. My kids are not monsters." Some fans sympathized. Others accused her of playing the victim. Some claimed she was trying to protect her brand. But insiders say Rasheeda is terrified. One child is accused. One child is traumatized. One child attempted to change their story. The internet is tearing her family apart. According to sources, Rasheeda allegedly feels betrayed by people close to the situation who have leaked private conversations, especially that one recording of her daughter saying, "I didn't condone that." A line that is now being dissected in comment sections across the internet. With the Frost family's history on reality TV, the cheating scandals, the drama, the fights, some viewers are now calling this tragedy karma. Several viral tweets said, "They've been messy for years. Now it's catching up." Others defended them, saying nobody deserves this kind of nightmare. The story has become a culture war moment. Some blame the brothers. Some blame T-Hood. Some blame Kelsey. Some blame the entire environment. But while millions judge from their screens, the case is still moving forward. And that's when another bombshell drops. A twist that makes even investigators pause. Just when investigators thought they had the story figured out, a detail surfaced that reportedly made them reconsider their entire timeline. According to sources close to the investigation, forensic techs allegedly discovered the gun used in the shooting may not match any firearm registered to the Frost family. This discovery stunned everyone. Law enforcement insiders allegedly began exploring three possibilities. 1. The weapon belonged to T. Hood. If true, this heavily supports the self-defense argument. 2. The weapon belonged to an unknown third party. This aligns with rumors of a second suspect. 3. The weapon was dropped at the scene after the shooting. A theory investigators reportedly consider, but cannot confirm. Suddenly, the prosecution's confidence started cracking, because their claim of premeditation becomes nearly impossible to prove without ownership of the weapon. Just as the weapon twist spread, an anonymous account dropped what they claimed were text messages between Kelsey and a close friend. These messages have not been confirmed as authentic, but they went viral within minutes. The alleged messages show Kelsey saying, "He hit me again. I'm scared this time. I don't want them coming, but I don't know what else to do." The person replies, "You need to leave." Kelsey allegedly responds, "I tried." Whether real or not, these leaked texts changed public opinion instantly. Commentators argued that if Kelsey truly felt trapped and terrified, the brothers' actions could be seen as an act of desperation, not aggression. But prosecutors reportedly see something different. According to sources, they allegedly believe the texts show clear emotional instability, a sign the situation may have escalated too quickly for anyone to think clearly. In other words, still a tragedy, but not necessarily self-defense. Behind closed doors, insiders claim the Frost family may be divided about how to handle the defense. Rasheeda's stance, allegedly: push for self-defense, highlight abuse, demand a full investigation into the weapon and the alleged second suspect. Kai's stance, reported: sources say he wants to be honest, even about details that may not favor him. The attorney's stance: they allegedly want to pursue a plea deal, fearing the prosecution's theory, even if weak, might sway a jury simply due to the emotional nature of the case. Kelsey's conflict: some insiders claim she feels responsible. Others say she's distancing herself. Some say she regrets calling her brothers at all. Her leaked voice line, "I didn't condone that," is now being analyzed like courtroom evidence. The family's unity is cracking, and investigators know it. Because when stories split, people talk. Rumors then exploded online. A plea deal might be on the table. According to legal commentators, the alleged offer could include reduced charges, partial blame shifted, probation or limited jail time, therapy-mandated intervention, a sealed record depending on circumstances. But here's the catch. The plea reportedly requires Kai to admit responsibility, even if he believes he acted to protect his sister. This is where things get messy. Some insiders claim Rasheeda wants him to reject the deal, fight for full exoneration, and expose everything. Others say Kirk allegedly wants the situation resolved quietly, even if it means taking the deal. But Kai, according to online discussion, might be willing to take the fall to protect someone else. And that's when the final twist hits. Investigators reportedly received a new statement from someone close to the case. A statement claiming Kai wasn't the one who fired the weapon. This is not confirmed. This is not official. This is an alleged testimony that spread through blogs and commentary channels. Some speculate it was the friend who was reportedly there, or someone from T. Hood's circle, or a neighbor who panicked, or someone who fled the scene before police arrived. Others believe this could be an attempt to confuse the case or shift blame. But what makes the allegation even more shocking is this. The statement allegedly comes from inside the Frost family. Someone, anonymous, unnamed, reportedly contacted legal authorities claiming the narrative is wrong. If this statement is real, it could change everything. The charges, the suspect list, the timeline, the entire case. And the Frost family might have to face the possibility that the truth is even harder to swallow than the rumors. Just when the case seemed complicated enough, a new wave of reports sent the entire internet into chaos. According to multiple commentary channels and alleged insider leaks, someone inside the Frost family may have cooperated with investigators privately, The identity remains unknown, but bloggers claim the anonymous tipster provided new context about the night, challenged the existing timeline, suggested the weapon might not have been handled the way the brother said, allegedly hinted another person was present before authorities arrived. This alleged betrayal shattered the family's fragile unity. Rumors online say tensions inside the household reached a breaking point. Rasheeda reportedly confronted someone. Kelsey allegedly cried for hours. Kai supposedly refused to speak to anyone. Publicly, they denied everything. Privately, according to sources, the damage was done. Because once investigators suspect a divided family, they apply pressure. And that pressure leads straight into the next twist. Investigators allegedly called Kai back for another round of questioning. But this time, the tone was different. Instead of the calm, procedural interview he expected, sources claim detectives pressed harder, armed with new statements, forensic inconsistencies, the alleged anonymous tip, conflicting accounts from earlier interviews. One investigator reportedly asked, "Why is someone telling us you didn't fire the gun?" Another allegedly asked, "Who else was there, Kai?" For the first time, he hesitated. Online observers say his eyes dropped and he asked for a lawyer, a move that stunned even people who believed he was protecting someone. This sudden shift ignited a new rumor. Kai is holding a secret that could flip the entire case. But what secret? And why would he protect it? That's where the media enters the picture. The moment the leak about a possible second individual hit the internet, the story exploded. Major commentary channels, reactive streamers, TikTok legal analysts. Everyone grabbed the headline. New suspect? Family split? Frost case takes wild turn. Reporters allegedly began camping outside the Frost home. Neighbors claimed drones were flying overhead. Clips went viral of Rasheeda yelling, "Leave us alone." Kelsey was photographed looking overwhelmed. Kai's expression in one leaked video looked hollow, distant, like someone carrying a burden too heavy to hold. Behind the chaos, prosecutors reportedly strengthened their case, arguing that shifting stories meant something was being hidden. The Frost supporters argued the opposite. If stories are shifting, maybe the first one was wrong. The public was completely divided, with the story growing uncontrollably. Social media took sides in a way that became almost violent. Team Frost said the brothers acted to protect their sister and are being targeted unfairly. Team T-Hood claimed the shooting was unnecessary, and evidence proves the confrontation escalated too far. Team, there's more to this story. Believe someone else was involved. And everything is being covered to protect a reputation. Comment sections turned into war zones. People who never met the family acted like they knew the truth. Creators made long threads deciphering body language, voice cracks, even analyzing shadows in leaked photos. It became bigger than a case. It became a spectacle. And through it all, the emotional toll on Kelsey finally surfaced. What happened next reportedly came from someone close to her. But again, nothing is confirmed. According to alleged insiders, Kelsey had a breakdown during a private meeting. She reportedly said, "I never wanted this to happen. I didn't mean for anyone to get hurt. Why won't anyone believe me anymore?" Whether these quotes are exact or exaggerated, the emotional collapse spread online instantly. This sparked a new, heartbreaking theory. Maybe Kelsey blames herself. Maybe she knows more than she can admit. Maybe she's terrified to tell the full truth, because it could destroy someone she loves. But the biggest twist, the one that stunned even seasoned reporters, happens next. Late one night, around 2 a.m., blogs began reporting something shocking. Investigators allegedly received new footage from a nearby security camera. This camera wasn't listed in the original neighborhood sweep. It wasn't on police maps. Nobody knew it existed. According to early commentary and rumors, the footage reportedly shows another figure in the background, movement inconsistent with the original statements, a moment that could change the timeline and potentially support the claim that Kai did not fire the gun. If these reports are accurate, and again, nothing is officially confirmed, then the entire case is headed somewhere nobody predicted. Investigators allegedly paused the timeline. Attorneys reportedly demanded access. And the Frost family? They allegedly went silent. Completely silent. Because whatever is on that footage could clear someone, could incriminate someone, or could reveal the truth. Everyone has been afraid to speak. The newly discovered security footage was reportedly captured by a camera no one even knew existed, a side-mounted lens on a vacant house 3 doors down. According to commentary channels and early leaks, the footage allegedly contains 3 major surprises. 1. A shadowed figure appears before the confrontation. Not clearly identifiable, but definitely not one of the brothers. 2. The camera captures movement behind a parked car. This movement reportedly lines up with eyewitness whispers that someone else may have fled before police arrived. 3. The gunshot timing doesn't match the original assumptions. Some analysts claim the audio suggests a delay or second noise. That could reshape the entire timeline. Nothing in the footage is crystal clear, but it is enough to raise questions, and questions change cases. Investigators allegedly began reanalyzing the scene with fresh eyes. And then comes the twist nobody was prepared for. A few days after the footage discovery, rumors say a family member made a private statement to investigators. Not a confession of guilt, but an emotional admission that left the room silent. According to alleged insiders, the person said, "The story got out of control. I just want the truth out there, no matter who it protects or hurts." This wasn't a legal confession. It wasn't an admission of committing the act. It was a moment of breaking under pressure. A moment of someone carrying too much. Some sources claim the statement hinted that people were scared. Details got mixed up, and fear led to confusion. Others say the person hinted they were trying to protect someone else. Whatever was said, reportedly pushed investigators to slow down the case, instead of rushing toward charges. Then came the official update. Not an arrest. Not a conviction. Not a dismissal. Instead, prosecutors reportedly announced, "We are expanding the investigation." This single sentence changed everything, because expanding the investigation can mean many things. Reviewing all interviews, reconsidering forensic tests, bringing in new witnesses, analyzing the footage frame by frame, exploring whether another individual was involved, and reevaluating every version of the story. This is not common. This is not routine. This usually means the case is not as simple as it first appeared. Commentators called it the plot twist of the year. Supporters felt relief. Critics felt frustration. And everyone else? They felt confusion. With the investigation widening, the pressure finally pushed one more emotional moment to the surface. Insiders claim that Kelsey, the person at the center of everything, was overwhelmed after hearing the news. Some say she told a friend, "I wish I could undo all of this. I never wanted anyone blamed for helping me. I just wanted to stop." Whether exact or exaggerated, the sentiment was clear. She is tired. She is hurting. She is caught between loyalty and guilt, between truth and fear, between protecting her family and facing the world. Her emotional state became the quiet core of the entire story. Because when you strip away the headlines, the rumors, the footage, the theories, this is a human tragedy, with real people, in pain. So where does everything stand now? According to ongoing reports, the footage is still being reviewed. The anonymous tip is still under examination. No final charges have been announced. The family has gone silent. The investigation is still active, and the truth is still unfolding. Commentators online say, this case may end with a full trial, a plea deal, a revised timeline, a new person of interest, or even new evidence that changes everything again. But one thing is certain. Nothing about this situation is black and white. Nothing is as simple as it first appeared. And the truth, whatever it is, remains just out of reach. The only real question now is, will the truth ever fully come out? Or will this remain one of those cases where every answer only creates more questions? Asterisk, asterisk. The world is watching. The family is waiting. And the investigation continues.